And after me listen to me this and everything, this come like one long documentary man and just little diary. I really don't know what the hell gonna happen to me. Bright room. Everything I have in front of me is good for me. Everything going to me is good. I don't know. It's not illegal, it may not be legal, it may be legal, but it feels illegal. It feels illegal. It may be somebody good who feels really bad. It may be anything, and yet me always feel sad. Miss Fat Tan has now left the building. Trying to get to the end of this. I don't know that it will work. I'm trying to get to the end of it. I said in the last segment, the unknown is for me. So I'm very brave to put it this way. For those who have been going around trying to predict and trying to tell me you're going to end up with this person, and for anybody who has a thing about what my love life is or isn't, nothing to do with you or anybody, not even me. I don't even know about it myself. My freedom is the unknown is for me. Even though I've been into places of clairvoyance and mediums and that's been my interest, should anybody from there have noticed me, I don't even know if this is the right thing to say legally or whatever. But somebody who's connected me decides because I went to them for a reading or whatever that they can still pursue me, still trying to give me a reading here or show me here, this is what's going to happen, I'm the better clairvoyant, whatever it is, yes, you are. You are. My life could just be the unknown, it doesn't matter. My performance, my diary, my truth, my inspiration. My. It's all about you. It's all about me. All about you. It's all about me. Me and my diaries and my croaky throat and my filled up nose as my nose drops on the floor. Get up and do something, woman. More than this. Be more. Self-talk. This is self-talk. Why do we keep naming it? This is this. This is the end of the diary. This is self-talk. This is the poem. Oh, let me go. I want to get up and go. I'm going to live like this has never happened. But no, I won't. Because the truth is the only thing I want to know. I did it to myself. Someone else joined in. I did it to myself. Nobody else was party and parcel to it. I did it all to myself. And I put it out there. And nobody remembers or knows what it is. It's all about me. And yours is about you. It's all about me, and the love heart's about me. It's all about me, and all about you. Oh, can I think of it being any stranger than this? I'm going to make myself make this the last production part of the production. Otherwise, I'll keep going. But then, why do I want to question it or stop myself? I've read about so many people having this spiritual calling and knowing what it is for them. If you look online at the foundations and centers of spirituality, they tweet every minute, they have different conferences that are going out every day, and multitudes of everything. They're always outflowing and from the inflow and inflow from the outflow, and they just keep going. But for some reason, if this is my thing, why do I feel to stop it? Why do I have a consciousness about it? and feel it's not to be. Maybe because it's my first time round and because of where I'm coming from, and because I know there's a different level that I can reach, that I feel somewhat reticent about it. That's the right word. And I'm quite passive in all of it, instead of explaining, apologising, and always concerned that I'm trying to see every angle, and always concerned that I could be sectioned and really be seen as be carted off somewhere, and that my liberty be taken from me. I think that's maybe more than a reality. I hope that's more of an effect of what happened. That I'd be accused of something, and or something that I haven't done, and because I could easily feel like I could be impacted by energy. So if I went into a room and people were nervous, guilty, frustrated, or whatever, I could pick up on that, and go through all of that. And I'm not saying that just to cop out, because it's not to say that I don't have my own feelings and I'm not steady within myself. But it has been my experience. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's only if I think I want to show anything, the, my intention was really to show the journey behind this. What is it? It's more than anybody of authority can do, because it doesn't come in within their jurisdiction. It's not specific enough. It cannot be named in if it was statutes or law. It's an experience that has gone in between, unless somebody wants to come out. So like I said before, some people have to be told, somebody's actually abusing your life. And I mean, I've had one proof of that, but unless I was to have several people come out and admit it would always be something in between, and something it's just a good subject for her, and it is a good subject for me in that sense, for her to perform and write about and speak about, because she's a creative. But yet it has been a real experience, and it has had the effects. I've said it has, and still has the effects. It's just that I'm blessed, whether it's anointed or I'm touched by something greater than myself, to be able to do something about it. And when it comes to doing it about it, this is a repeated pattern from my side now. Saying about it's not really about fame. When it comes to promoting this kind of work and getting out there about it, it has not been about huge profits for me. I'm not a millionaire, nowhere near close at this present moment in time. It really has not been about fame or being known or trying to enter show business. This is therapeutic. It really, even though I've said it, but just really to bring it across so you can actually hear me, the person behind the company, say it. It really is about moment to moment healing, and it is about also not being able to see beyond. Like for this point in time, started at 7:30 this morning creating this. It's still the 3rd of November 2016. It's 11:13 a.m. and I'm still in the flow of it. Some days I wake up and I'm in the flow of poetry and I write a book. You get a book finished in a day, or I might just compile a couple of tunes or something. Or if I'm lucky, I will actually touch something physical and design it. And that's been the books and this kind of work has actually superseded that side of things at the moment. And it really is just being allowed to go in the flow, and that gives me enormous amounts of energy. When what happens is I can get quite relieved by doing this, but then I have to be on a level where I pick it up with something else. Otherwise, you can fall into, some people then call that depression. I call it sometimes depression, or just falling in between the gap before I pick up with something else. Sometimes you just want to live in a world where you don't have to name things and be scared of anything, or when you're just you. Some days you have a good day, some days you have a bad day. I'm very lucky. I have quite level days most of the time now. Now it's just the functionality. My stress, if anything, is really functionality. Get this done, get paperwork done, get this, get the place sorted out. And I think one of the negatives of the lazy thing is that I don't have anybody. I don't entertain anybody at the moment. I'm lucky I don't have somebody to come home that I may have chosen my role to be at home, and I prepare dinners, they're coming in, we sit down together, and I don't have that. So if I don't get the place up and going and tidy, it's no problem until somebody is saying, oh, I'm going to come round. So I have got that kind of laziness, privilege of laziness, if you like, and I'm pretty good at that at the moment. It's been quite enjoyable when you come from having someone to take care of and you don't have to, even though it's been many years that way now. It can be quite good, but it's also really nice to actually move on then into meeting somebody and building a home with them and having that new kind of responsibility to do things in a different way. Um, oh God, I hope this is God, love, praise, whatever. That's another conscious thing. I hope this does some good somewhere. Luckily, I'm one of these people I don't have to wait on what the critics might think or what the reviews might say. I've been really blessed to be able to do things anyway and just put it out there and let it make whatever it will make of itself. It doesn't have to be anything enormous or anything small or anything in between. It doesn't have to be anything. It is just a healthy thing. And what that does is allow me to access my wealth within. Because when things surround you, they keep moving out. It keeps moving out. You may be in a private space, but it really affects how you are outside. And the amount of times I've just been lost in space, staring out the window, and just lucky I get off at the right station at the right time. Sometimes I haven't. For some reason, what resonates with me, what goes really, really deep with me, is if I put my feelings about where my life went into a different stage out there, that somehow I would have the confidence to really create the type of businesses I want, the kind of social life I want, and the kind of function I want, and the image. I just really believe, and they say it's belief that carries you forward, belief that creates. I really believe that my blogs will help. The way I do my blogs and all my little scatty drawings, and they're all very incredibly personal to me. I didn't really know I was going to actually put them in, but as I started to curate the blogs, it's like, oh, that would go with that. That really speaks for that. That is what that was about. What I found was, even though I would create something that's safe, but everything, I wasn't actually sitting there pen sketching for no reason. I knew I was inspired. I knew I was connecting with some kind of communication when I was doing it. And then they all came together to make sense, at least to me anyway, the way they did. And speaking about something I found became very passionate about, because it is such an incredibly difficult experience to connect with people connect with someone in a negative way where there's not compatibility, or there once was a compatibility which is no longer, and one person is trying to let go while one person is trying to hold on. It's an experience that bounces around everything, and not everybody can get to you and help you through it. Sometimes it is just time that heals. Please let time heal this one. Let it be the last one. Maybe snatch flow. Over and out.